Yo, what's going on everybody, DiGi Valentine here. Right about now, I'm back once again with another little off-the-cuff story for you. Today's story is going to be a little light, it's going to be a bit more chilled, it won't be as epic as the last couple of videos that I put out. We're going to keep the story on this one a bit more simple this time. I'm keeping it simple for this one. Honestly, it's been a bit of a heavy month for me. I had a lot going on, so I've chosen to go for something a little more easier to explain and straightforward. I know a lot of you are still waiting for the particular digital pimp stories. We're gonna get to that. I need to organize it though. I need to sort of place it all in a chronological order rather than bounce all over my personal timeline and confuse everybody when I explain it. So I'm putting things into order with that. And then from that, we can build upon the digital pimp saga. Man, I'm doing, look at me, historical world building through these stupid stories. I have to world build everything, my history. I've got to tell you stuff beforehand, just so you've all got context to what's gonna happen. But anyway, yeah. Digital pimp stories will come. They will, I promise. But in the meantime, just expect some of these lighter, off-the-cuff stories from now until early next year, just until I've got the digital pimp stuff ready to roll. God help me. Anyways, yeah. Before we begin today's episode of Off the Cuff, I want to send a massive shout out to my North London brethren 92 Nami for backing me on Patreon. This dude has been wicked this entire time, and I want to thank you for being here, man. Seriously, it is hugely appreciated. Thank you. And if you want to join Nami and everybody else supporting me, then please check the link to my Patreon page in the video description. We're slowly gearing up for next year, as I have a few particular videos that I want to be producing, and I have to get the budget up a bit, so swing by my Patreon if you want to get involved, yeah? Safe. Alright, here we go. Alright. Here's a little true story about this one Pokemon Go player who was a complete and utter wasteman. Alright, so before we begin, I've got to put some ground rules down. I've got to get some disclaimers out, okay? For the sake of this story, because it's a true story, I won't be using any real names or any real usernames, because obviously I'm not trying to put someone on blast. I'm just telling a story without having to draw any actual attention to the person himself. And I won't be specifically stating the exact locations that these events took place in as well. I'll be using the term North London and the ends, but I'm not going to be stating where this took place again, because, you know, I don't need a manhunt. We don't need a witch hunt out here. I don't need people locating this guy and then rush him in the street, because, you know, this type of thing happens. You tell people something and all of a sudden there are people out on road trying to find people. So I'm not going to mention the guy's name or his username or where this specifically took place for the sake, you know, of a little bit of privacy. What I will do when I have to refer to the guy in question, I will refer to him under the name Nicholas. Okay, this is not the name he used in game. And if you are a person who is still playing Pokemon Go under the username Nicholas, or some variation of the name Nicholas, this is not about you and it is purely coincidental. Serious, okay? But anyway, with all that said, disclaimers out the way and thing, everything from here on out, true story, let's get on with it. Right, how many of you lot played Pokemon Go when it first dropped, yeah? I think everyone was on that for about a week. There was world peace for about a week. We was all playing Pokemon Go. And even then there was beef on Pokemon Go, yeah? As you're gonna find out with this story. But anyway, so back when Pokemon Go originally dropped, I was playing it fairly regularly. I used to play it mostly on the way to work. Like I used to take a couple of buses on my route to work through the North London ends, and I would pass a ton of Pokestops on the way, and I'd hit them up. Like I'd completely cheese the game. Like I'm on the bus, hit a few Pokemon stops. I had my items maxed out in the first day. I was like, oh shit. But anyway, yeah, that's how I used to play. I used to travel on a bus, go through all these areas, catch all the Pokemon in those areas that anyone I could see, hit all the stops. I was playing it that way. Eventually, I reached the level where you would unlock gym battles. You and your team would battle a rival team that's holding a gym. You'd kick them out the gym and you'd put your Pokemon in, and it'll be your gym until someone comes and beats you up and clears you out. But while your Pokemon are in that gym, you would generate in-game revenue. Like there was an in-game currency, gold coins. You'd generate that. and you could use that in-game currency to buy in-game items, and it was a fairly okay system. So I wasn't really into the combat. If I'm being honest with you, I really didn't like the combat for Pokemon Go. I should probably say this actually. I don't play it anymore. I played it really solidly for about a year when it first came out, year or two max. But then I dropped off. I haven't played in it such a long time. But as I said, I wasn't really fond of the combat. To me it was a bloody chore, but I just wanted to get some free in-game money. So I was doing that. I was collecting my Pokemon, I was evolving them, I was raising them up, I was powering them up. I was going to these gym battles. Not like super hardcore, just if I was on the way to work, past a gym, okay, let me just hit this gym, why not generate some coins for the day, and that'll be it. I wasn't on a mass crusade, okay? I wasn't on some mass crusade. I wasn't trying to represent and dominate the land with blue flags, because I was team, what was the blue team called? Shit, the Articuno team. I've forgotten their name. Yo, what was it? Team Mystic. God the fuck, that's how long I haven't played. Team Mystic, yeah, I was the blue team. Yeah, Articuno, Team Articuno. Man, Articuno's wicked, I love Articuno. But anyway, so I wasn't on some mass crusade to represent Team Mystic across all the North London ends, yeah? I would just pass a couple of gyms every so often and, you know, just earn a bit of coins for the day, and that was it. I wasn't going mad with it. Just having a little bit of fun and getting a little bit of in-game currency. And some nights when I used to come home from work, me and my girlfriend Trippy, we would, you know, leave the house and go out for a long walk. Yeah, we'd pass through a couple of towns, because back in those days, I don't even know if it was true, I never really researched it, but back in those days, depending on the areas you would go through, there'll be different Pokemon in different areas. That was just an online rumor. I can't even remember if it was legit confirmed. It's been such a long time since I played it. But anyway, we heard, oh yeah, if you go through different towns, there's different Pokemon in different areas. So me and my girlfriend Trippy, on some nights, you know, if we want to get a bit of exercise, get a bit of fresh air, we would walk through some of the towns, some of these ends in North London. And on occasion, because, you know, as I said, I wanted to do 1 or 2 gyms every so often just to get some in-game coins, we would also take part in that too. We were part of the same team. We were both Team Mystics. So if we're out together and we see a gym, go on, you know, clear out just one gym and put our Pokemon in there and let it generate some in-game coins. And because sometimes when we was out walking about at night, we would pass the same kind of routes, we'd pass the same sort of gyms and stuff. And you start to see regular names pop up. Like if you're going through the same sort of route on a regular basis, when you're checking the gyms and stuff and you see like different teams holding it down, you see a couple of names that begin to reoccur, because I guess those people are local to those ends. Like they live there, so you know they're always using those gyms. And over time we started to see a particular name pop up in the yellow gyms. What was the yellow gym? Team Instinct? Yeah, the yellow gyms, okay? We'd pass by some yellow gyms in this particular end in North London, and one particular trainer name kept coming up, okay? And that was Nicholas. And again, this is not the guy's real name, it's a fake name. If your username is Nicholas or has a variation of the name Nicholas on Pokemon Go, I'm 100% not talking about you. I'm just using a fake name. We're using Nicholas. So anyway, we're passing through some of these gyms in this particular area, and I'm like, oh, this guy keeps popping up. I'm recognizing him because I see him all the time. But anyway, yeah, we started seeing Nicholas. I didn't think nothing of it. You know, it's all good. Didn't think nothing of it. One particular night, we're walking past this one gym that is being held down by Team Instinct, yeah? The yellow team. Zapdos gang, whatever you want to call them. Zapdos squad, them ones. And there was only one Pokemon left in there guarding it, yeah? And that Pokemon was beaten the fuck up. It had like 70 HP left or something. It was virtually dead. And I said to my girlfriend, I go, oh, you know what? We haven't really, you know, taken over a gym tonight, and it's kind of late. Let's clear out this one little gym here, because it's pretty much dead anyway. Let's clear out this gym. Let's throw our Pokemon into that gym. And then because it's late, no one's going to be out playing at this hour anyway. It's kind of quiet right now. We'll generate some decent coins by tomorrow morning. Then if someone kicks us out, we'll have earned, you know, a good amount of coins overnight. So we stood there for like 2 seconds, beat up this Pokemon. I can't remember what it was. It was just some weak ass Pokemon. And kicked out Team Instinct, and moved in our blue team Pokemon in. And I was just like, yeah, that's cool. Okay, so we've taken over one gym tonight, and that's it. And we left the gym. We was walking further up the road on our route, and like not even 2 minutes up the road, there's this McDonald's. Okay, there's a McDonald's. It's open late. And we were just coming up to this McDonald's. Again, not even 2 minutes up the road. We're coming up to this McDonald's, yeah? and I'm just thinking of grabbing something to eat. I'm kind of hungry, you know, maybe I'll swing by and grab a cheeseburger, right? I don't even get halfway through the door of McDonald's and my phone pings off, yeah, telling me that my cipher that I just put in the gym that we had just been at has just been kicked out. And I'm like, what? I just put him in there. No. I just put my cipher in there. This is not even 1 minute 30 seconds ago. I just put my cipher in there and he's already been kicked out. I was like, oh, shit, man. Fuck it, you know what? No big deal, okay? Right? The way I was thinking about it at that point, maybe someone lives on that spot because where the gyms are, where that particular gym was, you got some houses and flats nearby. Maybe someone lives on that gym spot. So when they see someone take over their gym, you know, they're instantly right there. They're living on the spot so they can just clear it out straight away and put their Pokemon back in. Because I swung the map around, looked back up the road that I just come down, and sure enough, the blue gym that me and my girlfriend just put up had returned back to yellow, which means the yellow team are there. They're holding it down. I was like, alright, you know, I took the message. I understood it. Like, I didn't even get 2 minutes. I don't think I earned any coins. Nothing. It was dead. Didn't get nothing. I'm like, alright, I get it. They're holding down that gym. That's how they want to go about it. Let them have it. Let them have it. It's all cool. Because further up the road, there was another gym, and it was a yellow gym as well. And I thought to myself, all right, listen, if they've got this gym and they're holding that down, then I'll just go and I'll take the other one. They've got one here. Someone's camping on it. It's fine. I'll go and take the other gym. We'll have one blue gym in these ends, one yellow gym. Everyone earns money. Everyone's making some money. It's a win-win situation. I don't want to antagonize the guy or girl or whoever they were holding down that particular spot there, okay? If they've kicked my cipher out in literally 1 minute, 30 seconds, like they were quick about this, man. They were supersonic speed with kicking out my cipher. When they done that, I took the hint. I'm like, all right, fine. I'm gonna leave it. We'll go up to the other gym. I left McDonald's, forget it. Forget the burger for a second. I'm like, all right, cool. We go a little bit further up the road, yeah? We get to this other yellow gym. And, you know, there's not that many Pokemon in there. I think there was like 2. I was like, all right, cool, fine. So we battled them. We kicked them out. We put our Pokemons in. Boom. We've got a blue gym and a yellow gym in these ends. And it's all balanced. Everyone's earning money. Everything's cool. Feeling kind of comfortable and content with this scenario now. I'm happy with it. I'm like, okay, we head back down to the McDonald's. I'm going to go and get that burger that I was going to get. So coming back down to McDonald's, before I even reach the McDonald's, okay, the gym that I had just walked from, the second one, also kicked out our Pokemon. And I'm like, yo, what? Yo, what is going on in these ends? Like, for real now, what is this? Because, okay, the first gym I could understand there was houses and flats nearby, maybe someone was living on it, but the second one was at a church, alright? Next to a petrol station, a church, and a supermarket. I know no one is living there, okay? No one's camping on that spot, so I'm like, okay, there's something going on in these ends. These people are coordinated. Yeah, man, they're getting militant in these ends with these fucking Pokemon, yeah? Like, Team Instinct are on some mission out here, fam. They're trying to do something. They are representing. They are holding it down. And I'm like, I just want to earn a couple of coins before morning so I can maybe buy a few Pokeballs for tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? And then I was like, I'm looking at these gyms, both yellow gyms now, like, surrounded by yellow gyms. I'm like, okay, strange. I'm curious. I'm like, let me check who's holding down these gyms. What are the names? I'm starting to take names now. I'm a bit curious. So I hit the first gym, the first one that kicked us out. I was like, it's this Nicholas guy. All right, big up Nicholas. Let me check the second gym, the one that we got kicked out now. Checked it. Nicholas too. They're both being held down by Nicholas. Same guy. With his fucking blissies. Like, this guy has 2 blissies. And if you know anything about Pokemon Go, you know it took a while to get a good powered Blissey, yeah? Back in them days, this motherfucker had 2 of them. And he's holding down both gyms in these ends. Team Instinct, high and proud with the yellow flags, 2 Blissies. And I'm like, yo, come on, fam. You're not real. Yeah? You're not doing this, yeah? And I'm thinking to myself, has the guy been clocking what we've been doing? Because that must mean he was following us as we were going to and from the gyms, because the way he reacted, super quick. Like, this guy was instant. I didn't even get a cheeseburger that night, man. The guy fucked up my meal. The guy absolutely fucked up my dinner. I was just like, yo, he's gone from both gyms. He's clocked us at both times and he's knocked us out both times. What's going on? Team Instinct, Wagwan, what the fuck's happening? So I wanted to test it. Yeah, I'm feeling a little, I don't know, curious. I'm feeling a little bit, you know, I'm gonna press this guy's button. I'm gonna push the envelope a little bit here. I wanna see what's happening. So we went back to that first gym again, the very first one that we hit. Right, cleared out his bloody Blissey. Kicked his Blissey out the gym with its million trillion HP. Get the fuck out of here, right? And I'm sitting there and I'm like, all right, said to my girlfriend, I go, right, listen, put a Pokemon in. I put a Pokemon in. And then as soon as we've done it, head back up the road to the second gym and see what happens. So we put our Pokemon in. We've got a blue gym back again, okay? Back to the blue and yellow, okay? Again, as we're walking up to the second gym, our Pokemon in the first gym get kicked out again. I spin the camera back around. I look down the street. I click on the gym. Sure enough, Nicholas with his fucking Blissey's put it back in there. And I'm like, oh my god, this guy is tailing us. This guy is a guardian for these ends, man. This guy is holding this shit down. And I'm like, all right, listen. Okay, he's obviously kicked us out of that gym again, right? Let's go back to that second gym. Let's kick his one out of there and let's just sit there, right? Let's just sit there. I want to see this guy. So we go to the second gym, right? And we, again, kick his Pokemon out. And we put our Pokemon in. And this is late hours of the night now, yeah? And I'm like, we're going to see this guy. He's on a mission. We're going to see him. As I said, this second gym was like next to a church, a supermarket, and a petrol station, right? And there's this little wall on the petrol station. Me and my girlfriend were just sitting there on this little wall, right? With our blue gym now. Team Misty, we're just sitting there with our little blue gym. Right, and we're looking down the road because it's a straight road. We're looking down, and in the distance, I see this motherfucker walking with his backpack on, with his face glued to his phone, and I clocked him, and I said to my girlfriend, I go, I bet that's him. I fucking bet you that is him. That's Nicholas, bro. That's him right now. He's gonna come up here and watch in 2 minutes. This gym's gonna change back to yellow. And sure enough, as he's walking up, he's all slow about it. He's all face glued to the phone. He ain't looking nowhere. He's just focused. This guy is focus mode with this shit, yeah? He's completely tuned out of reality. He is just right in the phone. And sure enough, as he doesn't even reach the gym, yeah? He doesn't even get to where the gym is. He's walking up the road in mid-walk. He's already attacking the gym. You got flames coming out of it. Team Mystic getting burned down. And I'm like, oh my days, you fucking waste, man. I'm thinking to myself, yeah, you know what? Yeah, this is dark because I don't even want to be doing this kind of shit. I don't want to be going backwards and forwards. I just want to leave Pokemon in a gym overnight and get some coins for tomorrow before I go to work, yeah? We don't have to go through this, bruv. Listen, brethren, we don't need to go this hard with it. Just let it go. And I'm starving. I still need to get a cheeseburger. Calm down, right? And he's on the opposite side of the road now. And me and my girlfriend are still sitting on this wall, and I'm just seeing this guy completely engrossed in this game. Like, he's so absorbed in it. Like, it's become his life, like, responsibility to hold this ends down. Like, these two gyms, like, between two gyms, he's walking a stretch of road, late hours of the night, by himself. And he's holding down this guardian mentality. And I'm like, do you know what? Allow it. Forget it. You know what? Whatever, I will go to another end and I will go somewhere else and find another gym to take over. This guy, he's really patrolling right now. This guy is literally on his route. This guy is proper routing his thing. He's following this thing. And I'm like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it because he's going to keep, you know, he's going to keep kicking out our Pokemon. He's really fucking focused. So I'm like, okay, I can't fuck with that. I really can't. I don't have the energy to fuck with that. I'm not that bothered. Allow it. I wanted to say something to him. I wanted to shout across the street. Like, we got off the wall, we started walking down, and I wanted to shout over to the street. I wanted to say something like, yo, calm it, fam. Like, easy, bruv. Allow it. And I thought, allow it. Just leave it, forget it, just go. As we started walking away, okay, we suddenly hear the sound of screeching tires, right? It was like a like glass shattering, like crunching metal, right? Fuck me. Just as we had got off the wall and we were walking back down, Okay, as I said, you know, it was between a petrol station and on the opposite side of the road there was this church, right? And between them was this roundabout. And this car had been speeding round the roundabout, understeered, swerved over to the opposite side of the road, and driven headfirst into an oncoming vehicle, right outside this petrol station and this church. And the car just... It's like, I look back, I was like, yo, what the fuck? Right? And then, like, the car that had been speeding, right? It was a bunch of, like, teenagers, clearly inexperienced. Obviously, you know, they've been driving for, like, 4 minutes. They just got their fucking driver's license, probably. They're gonna lose it now. Well done. They pour out of the car, like the car's packed with full of fucking teenagers. They come out, one of them's fucking screaming, the fucker! Right, not gory, nothing super gory. No one's like bleeding, there's no impalement or anything, but one of the kids comes out, his arm's all messed up, broken arm and thing. He crumples on the floor right next to where Nicholas is, yeah. Nicholas is standing there holding down his gym. He's playing. The guy comes out of the car, that this car smashed, there's fucking metal and glass everywhere, right? No one else is around, right? This one kid comes out of the car, arm busted up, yeah, falls to the ground in pain. And Nicholas just walks the fuck off. The guy just, he sees it, he heard it, he looked at it, right there in front of him, smash up, car crash, kids, fucking broken arms and everything. The guy just looks at the situation and goes, oh, I don't want this today. And he walked off. And I'm like, you fucking waste, man. You absolute fucking bellend. Bruv, help the guy. Woman gets out of the car, the one that got hit in the early collision. They're trying to sort it out. Me and Trippy walk back. Some people come out of the petrol station. There's a scene. There's a police station down the road. In 2 minutes, the police arrive on the scene. And I'm just like looking at this like, this escalated very, very quickly in a short space of time. And all I just kept thinking about was, yo, this was a real life incident. And this guy was so heavy into Pokemon Go that he just aired off another human being in need who has busted his arm up. He's lying on the ground, like literally not even like 10 meters away from where he was standing. Nicholas like, yeah, I better get back to my route. I got gyms to check. Like, fuck you, bro. Fuck you. Are you mad? I can't believe this waste, man. I can't believe that. Like, I could understand. Okay, you're heavy into your game. Like, he's tailing me and Trippy, which is creepy in and of itself. This guy was clocking me and Trippy as we were putting Pokemon in gym. Okay, he was clocking us, tailing us up and down the road, and you know, that's peak enough. You're heavy into your game now. You're getting a bit creepy with it, but then you've had an incident in front of you, car crash, kids with broken arms, a woman bashed her head on the fucking steering wheel. She's probably got a concussion. Maybe they might need witnesses. You are right there watching it, bruv. The police turned up. They might need a witness. What is your ass doing? Your ass is piecing out to go and fuck around with the Pokemon Go gyms. Nah, bruv. Nah. That's too much, man. That's too much. You know what? After that, I kind of lost a lot of flavor with the game. I'll be honest with you. Like, that night kind of put a little dampener on it. I'm sort of like, you know what, maybe it's okay to have a mobile phone game or two. It's okay to have a cell phone game or two. Have a little bit of fun when you're doing your thing. But when you're that absorbed, when you're that absorbed into your game, you're stalking people and you're ignoring car crash victims. Brother, Nicholas, I don't even know if he's still playing. I haven't played Pokemon Go for at least a year or two by now. Like, I'm sure it's been about a year or two. But Nicholas, if you're still out there patrolling those ends, man, I think maybe when I, need to buy you a drink, bruv. You need to sit down and just chill for a bit, You need to chill for a bit. But anyway, yo, that was a story. As I said, a little story. Not as peak as the other ones. We're keeping it a bit more chilled for the time being. But that was a story about this one Pokemon Go player who was a complete and utter wasteman. Yo, thanks for checking out this episode of Off the Cuff. As I said, I wanted to keep it a little simple this time, making sure that I balance out the stories that I'm telling. We're going to keep some of these lighter ones going through until next year. And then when I'm ready to roll out the Digital Pimp episodes, I'll let you know. Yeah, I will let you know. You're going to see them. They're gonna pop up at some point. Before I go, I want to send a massive thank you to Nami again for supporting me. Huge shout out to everybody backing me on Patreon right about now. You're all wicked. Thank you everyone for being here. And please check the Patreon page and back me on there if you're able to. All the support is hugely appreciated, trust me. And if you're new around these ends, then please consider subscribing and giving the video a like if you like. You know, that would be nice. I'd appreciate that. Make me feel good about myself. And you can also catch me on the Twitters and Instagrams if you're down for that sort of thing too. Once again, I've been DiGi Valentine. Thanks for your time. Take care. And I'll see you all again real soon. And yeah, if they don't know about me, let them know. Safe.